What's going on YouTube? WILDMAN here, and I'm back in the indoor gym today for a change, doing the bench press on a proper, actual powerlifting bench press rack. So this will be interesting, although this gets a little timely for me as time goes on, as you'll see. In between, I'm going to be doing some WILDMAN flags. Now this is actually called dragon flags, but they're a whole lot more controlled on the descent. So I call them WILDMAN flags because I had the little pop to it. I'm more concerned about the pop for my abs and for some rowing erg as well. Great exercise to do for the legs and for the back, which are all antagonistic, important movements that I need to do in order to increase the bench press. That's going to be the strength giant set for the day. Now the goal for today was actually to hit 335 for 2 reps, which would be a PR, but I could just tell you right now that I was not feeling it. My triceps were feeling very sore, probably from the overhead pressing I did not too long ago from this time. So I was kind of realizing that maybe I'm going to have to change this up a little bit, which I typically just like to go up to a 1 rep max where it feels slow, and then I back it off for some volume. So that's going to be my plan for today. And that's my buddy over there. And now him and his other buddy were having an argument about what they were going to work out on. And so in order to settle their debate, they ended up deciding to do a handstand push-up competition, which they were going to have me ref, which is something that I end up doing later in the video. But when I talk to these two guys, they want to know how I'm able to bench press a lot more weight than they've ever considered possible. Like even just bench pressing 3 plates for them seems godly to them. And that's not a very godly movement, but it is a lot stronger than the average human that goes to the gym. And they were asking about my rep schemes. And rep schemes are super important. That's really the most important piece of information that you can do if you want to increase your strength. Because if, like for them, for example, I remember they were doing 10 reps for 10 sets with like 155 pounds. And they thought they were doing that and it would increase their bench press. And to tell you the truth, you will get strong, but it will not carry over much into the bench press when it comes to max weight. Simply because when you're doing max weight, it's a lot different doing a 1 rep max than it is doing it for reps. Because just taking it out of the rack, being comfortable with a very heavy weight above you, and then controlling the movement and then pushing it back up requires responsible and common sense strength techniques and strength programs with rep schemes. So I was kind of telling them about that as I was going up in weight. Now I kept hitting that J hook, and I didn't know what was going on with that. Every time I keep hitting that J hook, I keep wondering, what in the world am I doing wrong? And then as I was getting ready to go up to my top sets, I ended up refereeing this handstand push-up competition, which that was easy. He only did 1. He has the strength in his shoulders, but his balance was way off. This guy's an actual CrossFitter, so he thought he was going to bang out like 10. But he only ended up doing like 2.5, which I didn't count the half. I'm like, your feet left the wall and you started to lose balance before you locked out. So he ended up only doing 2. And his shoulder was hurting as well. Like he's like, oh, I really felt that in my shoulder. And I'm like, aren't you a CrossFit guy? You should be better at this. Now, I haven't done handstand push-ups since my CrossFit days, so I kind of just wanted to see if I could do it. So I ended up doing, I think it was 2, because I ended up losing my balance as well, because that's kind of a skill you have to practice on consistently. So I ended up doing pretty good. But again, I gave them appropriate rep schemes. I told them, you know what, if you guys want to get better on handstand push-ups, just do 1 on the minute, every minute for 10 minutes. And I guarantee you guys would get better at doing handstand push-ups. That's how I got better at handstand push-ups, where I was able to bang out like 20 when I was a lot lighter and when I was doing CrossFit. So that's what they were doing off to the side there. So now I'm coming up to my top set, and I was supposed to hit 335, like I said, for 2 reps, but I obviously was not feeling it on this day, and my triceps were very tired and tender, so I kind of knew I would just be happy if I could hit this for 1 when I'm not feeling at my best. And it ended up going up pretty slow, like right through the sticky point, but at least I didn't hit the J hook this time, like I've been doing this whole time up. So probably could have gone up more, maybe done another rep, but not the point of today. I didn't want to push it. So what I ended up doing was I took off 90 pounds and ended up loading the bar with 245 pounds. And the idea was just to do as many reps as I possibly can. The number that I definitely wanted to hit was 10. If I went beyond 10, then that would just be extra bonus points. But I ended up only going to 10 because it was starting to move super slow and I didn't want to like grind out today. I just kind of wanted to hit a comfortable number, get some volume in, and to kind of make up for the fact that I didn't hit my goal that I set out to do when I first came into the gym. But sometimes that happens. And I just kept it in the same format as the strength giant set, doing those WILDMAN flags, and then immediately going over and doing the rowing erg, which I really feel I got a decent exercise and decent workout in just by adding in those two movements in giant step format. Now, just to finish off everything, because, my triceps were a little tired, I just did a 10 rep max within 3 rounds on the tricep pushdowns. And then I did my chest ups. Again, I don't know what these are called, but I really feel them in my chest. And I definitely felt a lot more in my chest today. My chest was very tired. So I really like this exercise. It really feels like it really isolates the chest a lot better than like traditional pec flies and face pulls. And that ended up being the total workout for the day. So I really appreciate everybody stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.